some breaking news we want to tell you about in the House race involving Greg Stumbo, House Speaker Greg Stumbo, and Larry Brown. We understand Larry Brown is now declaring victory over House Speaker Greg Stumbo. This is a Facebook Live video from our reporter Cassidy Stricklet, and let's see if we can listen in to what Larry Brown is saying.
And I still love him as a brother from when we grew up from years and years ago. But now I want to see the Republicans and the Democrats work together in the House because our Commonwealth deserves it. We're now going to be rid of obstructionist policies that have dominated the Commonwealth for 95 years. I understand, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, that we flipped the House tonight.
Yep.
Wow. Folks, there's some people that I do want to thank for their tireless efforts. Kevin Conley. Wow. He's the one that came up with the slogan, "He's with Herb and I'm with you." Okay? He has been, his abilities on Facebook and social media have been unprecedented. You've got a job, my friend, someplace else. I mean, if you want to get into this business full time, I would say, because people in Frankfurt were asking, who's doing your material? Kevin. Barry Boyd. Where are you, buddy? Back here. Barry Boyd and I, he took me places, I promise you, and I'm embarrassed to say this, but I've never been before in Floyd County. We've seen a lot, we've met a lot of people, but Barry was the driving force. Literally, I was the driver. We probably felt like 10,000 miles on my vehicle over the past 3 months in seeing people. But Barry was there every step of the way and leading me to people who could lead me here. Jim Rhodes. Jim Rhodes has been my mentor through this process. Now, I know we may be on different sides of the aisle, but we're both conservatives. That's more important than anything else. And Jim's been with me and called me. We've talked at least once a week throughout this duration of this race about everything that's going on and where we need to focus on. Randy Davis. Folks, you have no idea the grief that man has taken to support me. And I will never forget that, Randy.
I look forward to working with you, Larry.
Bless your heart, brother. I do you as well. Dewey Salmons.
Yeah.
Now, my brother, where are you doing? I got to tell you, folks, it got to where you talk about a great stress reliever is when we go out at nights putting up signs. Now, a majority of those signs got stolen.
You don't take them down?
That's right. Hey, good point. We don't have to take them down. But they would suddenly disappear, and we would feel the frustration, but we also knew that by them doing so, whoever was doing it, we were striking a nerve. And the results tonight prove that out. Barb and Jerry Meek. Folks, they went to flea markets, houses, grocery stores, you name it. They went all over the area for me, campaigning with people they didn't know. But Jerry's got that gift of gab, as you know, and I love him for it. But it's exactly what it takes in a political race, and I appreciate him so much. And Barb driving him around. I was hoping he would be here. Those of you on my Little Pink family, Little Pink Church family will appreciate this. I want to thank Daniel Boggs. He took his school pictures. His mom didn't know this. He cut them out and made palm cards for me, or cards to pass out with his picture on it saying, "I'm voting for Larry Brown. If I could, I want your support." And I'll say, if he could. But, you know, that's what I'm talking about. It takes that kind of, that effort. Just a few others I could. Oh, sorry, I'm getting calls in my phone. I bet. Alan Williams. Where are you, Alan? There you are. Alan. Mike Vance is another. Norm. Where are you, Norm? Norm Markham over here. He has endured the slings and arrows of outrageous remarks, you might say, on Facebook for my benefit. And I really appreciate you for what you've done, brother. And then Joey Collins, I don't think Joey made it here tonight, but he was out there on Facebook. Joey, you here? Oh, I'm sorry, I thought he was here. Backing me on Facebook every chance he got. Now, folks, there's a few things I just want to say. John Finney, I have you down here as well, brother. John helped me a fundraiser, had the governor come in for it. I've never been through an experience like that before, but there's one phrase we've used throughout this entire process: burn your boats. If he said that to me one time, he said it to me 10 dozen times, to burn your boats. It's kind of funny to read some of the text you get. When you go through the end of it, say, burn your boats. If you make another comment, burn your boats. And I thought, okay, I've got that ingrained. He said, John, we burned our boats, brother, when we got here. Folks, I promise I'm going to work for you in the 95th District. I want to see Floyd and Pike County prosper like never before.
Yeah.
Like it was, as Gary said, in the 70s, back when the coal boom was going, because I believe in the people of Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah.
Though so many people throughout the state have given up on us, I believe in our people. People want to work. They want to have a job. They want to feel that worth of having employment. And we've got to get our miners back to work. We've got to get other people. We've got to bring other industry in here. We've got to bring infrastructure for that. I'm going to work tirelessly, if I can say it, to do that. I'm so anxious to get up there. As the governor called me a few moments ago, he said, brother, I'm so anxious to work with you. I'm so proud of you. I thought, wow, pinch me. I mean, literally, where are we? But this is so great. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes here. I'm getting email after email. I'm sorry, text after text after text on my iPad. Folks, together, we need to do this. We need to work on this together. We can make our state prosperous again. We can make our people proud again. We can work together to make Eastern Kentucky something that we've never seen in our lifetimes. That's what's exciting. I want to bring transparency into government. We've not seen that in years either. And I want to accomplish, I can only accomplish all of this or any of this if we're working together. All of us working together. Because you remember what our state motto is, don't you? United we stand, divided we fall. This division has got to stop. I had my eyes open to the division throughout this campaign, and now it's time to mend fences and bring our people together so we can be a shining example for the other states around us. So they'll look at Kentucky and think, wow, that's where we want to be. Follow our lead from now on. Folks, thank you so much. I'm so overwhelmed and so humbled. If there's anybody I forgot to thank, please forgive me. I've never been in this position before.
Neither Greg.
Guys, truthfully, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. I'm in awe of what you've elected me to do, and I want to see the 95th District prosper again, as I said, like never before. God bless you all, and God bless our great Commonwealth. Thank you for coming out.
All right, Larry Brown there in Floyd County. This is a huge headline of the night. Larry Brown defeats House Speaker Greg Stumbo. And a lot of people still thought Greg Stumbo would pull this out tonight. I keep thinking about that quote he said, "My opponent will not beat me, but Donald Trump can."
Well, I have it right here, yes. He said, my opponent can't beat me, but Donald Trump can. The Republicans really tried to tie him to Hillary Clinton and President Obama,
Yes.
and they used his speech from last year supporting President Obama. And he said this, he said, Cole, Clinton, and Trump, he said, you're not going to hear me ask people to vote for her, talking about Hillary Clinton. And that was a change from 1 year ago when Stumbo referred to Clinton as an Arkansas traveler who is going to come here to Kentucky next year and help us rebuild the party. But it all goes back, a lot of it goes back to that quote. You heard it a couple of times in news stories tonight with Rand Paul and Jim Gray. We're going to put a lot of coal miners and a lot of coal companies out of work. Now, Clinton later apologized. She said that that was taken out of context. But Hillary Clinton and President Obama they put President Obama on the ballot here in Eastern Kentucky and basically put them on trial for the coal industry and tried to associate anyone that they could to that ticket.
Yeah, and the AP has called this race, by the way, for Larry Brown. So it is officially called. The latest numbers I have with 91% reporting Larry Brown with 8,031 to Greg Stumbo's 7,392. And we have now heard from Greg Stumbo.
We have, and we have a statement from him, and you're going to see this here on your screen. The voters have spoken, so I want to congratulate Larry Brown for his win tonight. I want to thank the people of the 95th House District for a great career. I hope only the best for the district, my country, or my county, my commonwealth, and my country. And that is from House Speaker Greg Stumbo tonight. An interesting statistic with Greg Stumbo, he's never lost a race tonight, until tonight. Now, when he's the sole candidate. He did run as lieutenant governor, and they lost, him and Bruce Lunsford lost that race to Steve Beshear in the Democratic primary, but as a sole candidate, Greg Stumbo has never lost until tonight.
This is definitely going to make headlines around the state tonight, and it's really turning into a good night for Republicans here in Kentucky, at least.